looking for when you're buying a bag? Like, a bag is an investment. What should you even be looking for? Like, how do you choose your next bag? I'm gonna break it down for you in today's video. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited to have you here. If you are new, my whole goal for everything I do here is to help you build a wardrobe that you love so you can get out the door every single day looking and feeling your best and your most confident. And my main audience is women over 40. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, hit subscribe, stick around, hit the like button if you'd like to see more videos like this. And let's discuss in the comments. We have been having a lot of debates in the comments and discussion in the comments, and I'm here for it. Love to answer your questions. So if you have any questions about anything I share on YouTube, definitely let me know below. Okay. So I'm excited today to be working with Portland Leather Goods because we're going to be talking about bags. And I think bags are one of those things that, I've talked about how shoes can bring down an outfit. The other detail that I see that brings down an outfit is a bag. And a lot of women don't recognize, I think, or maybe really stop and think because we're so busy, about the importance of having a really good bag that serves you well, that does what it's designed to do, and also looks beautiful. So I love that Portland Leather Goods, their bags are handmade of the highest quality leather. They're made in the USA. It's sustainable, it's ethical, it's affordable, and it's stylish. So to me, that checks all of the boxes. I know I get asked a lot about sustainable and ethical brands, and so I'm really excited and proud to be introducing this one to you. If you're not familiar with it, many of you are going to be familiar with Portland Leather Goods because it's a direct-to-consumer company, so that's why they're able to keep their prices so low and so affordable. So it's really a good value for the price. So that's kind of the way, those are the types of brands that I like to recommend, where whether you're spending a little or a little more, you're getting what you're paying for. And I think that that's really important. And then, like I said, the sustainable, the ethical, the handmade in the USA piece, like, to me, that is really so important. So really excited to be working with Portland Leather Goods on today's video and to be talking about bags. They also have loafers, they have boots, they have small leather goods like wallets and things like that. But today we're really going to be focusing on bags because bags are an accessory that is often underlooked in the way that they pull an outfit together. Now, when we see outfits styled on Instagram or on Pinterest, often they change out their bag for every single outfit, right? Like, you're like, she's wearing a blue outfit and she's wearing an orange accent bag or whatever. Most of us do not live our lives like that, and most of us do not change our bag with every outfit, with every passing whim. Let me know in the comments below if you change your bag with every outfit or if you tend to keep the same bag from day to day. I keep the same bag from day to day. I only change my bags if I'm going somewhere in the evening and I need a different look. But for daytime, I'm pretty much carrying the same bags, and maybe I rotate between a couple. So I don't think it's practical to see a bag as, unless, like I said, you're styling every outfit so intentionally and you're changing your bags every day. And if so, hats off to you. But most of us want a bag that's going to work with a variety of outfits and not just a couple of outfits. And we want a bag that kind of checks all the boxes so that we can carry it pretty much all the time to pretty much everywhere we go and have it work. So I'm going to give you actually, these are like 7 things to look at when you're choosing a bag. 7 things to consider when you're choosing a bag. The first is cost. Now, this is a hot take. This is a spicy take, but in general, I recommend spending 3 to 4 times what you normally spend on a bag. So let me explain. If you normally buy your bags at Target and you're spending $20 to $30 on a bag, I would say when you get the $20 to $30 that you want to normally spend on a bag, stick it in a jar and wait until you've got $120 and spend that on the bag instead. If you're normally spending $50, maybe consider going up to $200. If you're normally spending $100, maybe consider buying a $300 to $400 bag. That's going to be your level, your version of a designer bag or a really high quality, long lasting, versatile bag that's going to be an investment for you. So our investment level is different for everybody. I'm not going to tell you that you need to buy a $2,000 or $3,000 bag, and you'll be very happy to know that Portland Leather bags are all, I think that all under $200. I don't remember seeing any that were more than that, but some women will, enjoy spending a couple of $1,000s on a bag, on a designer bag, and if that's you, go for it. But if you are accustomed to spending as little as possible on a bag, my encouragement to you would be that this is an area where you can comfortably spend more because you're going to get a return on what you've spent. So if, like I said, if you normally spend anywhere, $100 or less on a bag, consider tripling or even quadrupling that, saving up for one amazing bag that you're going to have for the rest of your life. I had a client who said, well, I'm always buying bags and they're always falling apart. All of her bags were inexpensive. And I said, you've spent a lot of money on bags. You just haven't found that one good bag. So save it up, invest in a really good bag. That's my spiel about cost. I feel the same way about shoes. I might share that in another video. Okay. Number 2, you want to look at the color and then the finish or metal. Now, your most neutral color is going to be a color that's close to your hair color. So for me, that's dark brown or black. For you, that might be sand or taupe or gray or that beautiful medium cognac brown. That's going to be your most neutral color, because when you look at yourself head to toe in an outfit, a black bag is not going to add an additional color element to my outfit because it goes with my hair and that color is already in my overall look, right? So your most neutral color is close to your hair color. Does that mean you have to stop there? No, you can get another, like I have the black Portland leather bags. Now I'm looking at the medium brown ones for summer. So you can have more, but if you're going to only buy one or you're only going to invest in one, make it close to your natural hair color. Now, when we talk about metal, we want to go with the metal that we wear the most. Or you want to go with a bag with minimal hardware and minimal metal on it. That's going to be your most versatile bag. And I'll get to versatility a little bit more in a second. Now with finish, you want to ask yourself, do you like rustic or smooth? This is a personal style question. There's no right or wrong answer. Do you like bags that are rustic, or do you like bags that have a smooth or polished or shiny finish? So if you like more rustic bags, maybe you have boho or relaxed or natural style. If you like smooth bags like me, maybe your style is a little bit more polished or a little bit more edgy, a little bit more classic. So pebbled leather falls squarely in the middle as far as I'm concerned, because pebbled leather to me is kind of like I said, it kind of checks both boxes. I often will choose pebbled leather out of practicality because pebbled leather is very, very durable, and it's not so much of a texture that to me it goes against my personal style. So pebbled leather is just really durable. It doesn't show scratches and stuff. And if you're hard on your bags like I am, that might be a good choice for you. Okay, the next thing that you want to look at is versatility. Now, your most worn everyday bag needs to be a really versatile bag. Now, versatile bags are going to be sleek enough to dress up and casual enough to wear every day. They're roomy enough to hold your everyday essentials, and they're small enough that if you wear them to church or if you wear them out to dinner, it doesn't look like you're carrying luggage, right? So you want that versatility. You want a bag that you can dress up or down. And the most versatile bags are going to be the ones that have the least going on. So for example, the top stitching on a bag, like some of Portland Leather's bags have top stitching on them, which is a design element that might be in line with your personal style. Like you might like that kind of a little bit more rugged and a little bit more casual look. But if you're looking for one bag that's going to check all of your boxes, then I would choose a bag that doesn't have top stitching on it, because you're going to get a dressier look and you'll be able to dress it up or dress it down more easily. So versatility is key. In general, a little bit more of a structured bag is going to be more versatile because you can dress it up or dress it down. Okay, quality. One of the reasons I love this brand is their quality is amazing. So you want really high quality leather, you want high quality hardware, you want really good quality stitching. You want to look at the seams and the stitching if they're visible on the bag and make sure that the seams are even, the stitching is even, the stitching is nice and tight, there are no gaps. It just feels like good quality. One of the things I really like about these bags is that the inside of the bag is the suede, the underside of the leather. And because we've all had bags with fabric lining that's ripped in the past, and These bags are designed to last a lifetime, and leather is not going to go anywhere. It will hold up. So I love the quality. Quality is something you really want to look for. So whatever you're spending on your bag, you want to make sure that you're getting good quality. The next thing I want to talk about is timelessness. Now, how do you know a bag is timeless? You know it's timeless because it has less detail. I can always say, details date. Details are what date. So the more details a bag has on it, the more hardware, the more logos, the more tchotchkes, the more things that it's got going on, the less likely it is to be timeless. And so that's not going to be a great investment. So if you're looking at, like, for example, one of the new scrunchy or pillowy bags that are out right now, those are going to be in for maybe the next month. And then they're going to be out of style. So that's not an investment bag. An investment bag is one that's going to hold up over time and it's going to last a long time. And that bag is going to have minimal stuff going on. It's going to be sleek. And simple. Okay, the last thing that you want to talk about, one that I don't talk about all that often, I've done a separate video on it, but it's scale. So you don't want a bag that enters a room before you do, right? So if you're a smaller person in general, you want a, like me, a shorter person, you don't want a bag that is the size of your suitcase. If you're taller or have bigger bone structure, then you can get away with a bigger bag, but maybe a tiny bag is going to look like out of scale to you. So within reason, you want to take scale into account. We don't want to be so limited by that we don't end up having a bag that holds our stuff just because we're petite, or we're carrying luggage just because we're tall. Like, we want that middle ground. But look at scale and kind of how the bag feels on you, how it sits on you, how it rests on you. One of the keys of scale, to me, a crossbody needs to hit at your high hip. It does not need to be banging around your knees. If it does, then it's too long. One of the things I love about my Portland leather crossbody is that it's adjustable, and your crossbody should be adjustable so that you can get it to the length that you want. Okay, now, are you a minimalist or are you a collector when it comes to bags? I think that women fall into two categories. If you're a minimalist, then you really want to consider investing in two main bags. If you're a collector, you can keep adding to your collection. So let's start with the minimalist because they have the fewest bags. So the first bag that I would invest in, and you really need two if you're a minimalist. Maybe three if you throw in an evening bag, but I'm gonna discuss two in today's video. So the two bags that you need as a minimalist is, the first is a classic handbag. Now, I think a shoulder bag is going to be the one that's going to give you the most versatility because it can be a great everyday bag as well as a bag that you dress up. If it has a detachable strap, then you can even end up using it as a clutch. But a shoulder bag, as opposed to a top handle bag, but a shoulder bag that's structured and very simple and very classic is going to be a great investment bag. So the bags from Portland leather that fall into this category that I think are great structured handbags, purses, old school purses, shoulder bags that we're going to carry every single day. One of them is the Astoria. I love, love, love the shape of this bag. It's a beautiful, structured, elegant bag. And this is the type of bag that you're going to be able to have for the rest of your life. You can dress it up or dress it down. So if you're a minimalist and you want to buy one purse, one of these can be that purse for you. Another option is the triangle bag. This is another structured bag, slightly different shape, simple, minimal, clean. It's going to be so elegant and so versatile. It's going to hold all of your stuff, but you can still carry it in the evening if you're not dressing up too much. If you're just going out to dinner or whatever, you can still carry it, and it works across a variety of outfits. And then the last one, which I really like, this one is a little bit smaller, but this is called the baguette. Now, this is a little bit on the trendy side, but these never really go out of style. They just happen to be in the spotlight right now in terms of trends. This is a shoulder bag that really kind of sits right under your arm. And so if that's the style you're looking for and you don't want a long strap, this is a great option. It's also a smaller bag. So that's really going to depend on your needs and your preferences. But you want a structured, simple handbag for every day that you can wear in the daytime and ideally at night as well, if you're a minimalist. Okay, the second bag that I think you should consider if you're a minimalist is the tote. So you want a leather tote bag. A leather tote bag is, to me, just such a necessity. You can use it as a shopper. You can use it as a work tote. You can use it to just, as a weekender. You can use it as a travel tote. Like, my leather tote is the one that I'm going to take on the plane with me when we go to Europe this summer. And I love its versatility and its style style and its practicality. So you really want a good leather tote. Now Portland Leather's best-selling leather tote is $136, which is a ridiculous good, like, to me, that's an amazing value for the quality of this bag. It's a beautiful, beautiful bag. I got mine in the black pebbled leather, and like I said, I carry this bag now every single day. I carry it like when I'm running errands, I carry everything I need in it. When I'm going away for a weekend, it's a weekender, along with a little carry-on. You know, let's be honest, I'm not just putting all my clothes in a tote bag, but it is just such a go-to bag for me, and one that I'm like, when I got my very first leather tote bag, I was like, what have I been carrying stuff in my whole life? It's so versatile, and it's also elegant. So often we're like, maybe, and there's nothing wrong with a canvas tote bag for the beach or whatever, but if you want a bag that really works with your outfits and carries all your stuff, you want a leather tote bag. Okay, so as a minimalist, those are the two bags. You want a structured handbag and you want a leather tote bag. Now, what if you're not a minimalist like me and you want all the bags? What if you're a collector? Let me give you a couple more suggestions for bags that I think will round out your bag wardrobe. Okay, the next, the first category or the first type of bag, if you're a collector, is a crossbody. I love a good crossbody. Now, your shoulder bags may also double as crossbodies, but these are just such a versatile bag, especially on trips, especially if you want to be hands-free, especially if you don't carry the kitchen sink with you and you want just a bag that will get you, through your day in style. So I really am obsessed with this envelope crossbody from Portland Leather. It's such an elegant bag, and this is one of those styles that you can easily dress up for evening. Like this envelope clutch style is a very, very chic and polished look that can be dressed up or down really easily. So I think this is a great crossbody, and it's also small enough. It's big enough to hold stuff and small enough to not be bulky and oversized. Okay, I also really like the saddle bag. This is such a classic bag. This is never going to go anywhere. The saddle bag is an elegant and timeless bag silhouette that is always going to be in style. And I think this is such a beautiful and polished bag choice that happens to be a crossbody. You can adjust it and wear it as a shoulder bag. That's the versatility of these bags. I also really like the toaster bag. That's the one that I got. I love this bag. I love the shape of it. I love the chunky shape of it. And I like that I can get everything into it, but it's not really big. And I like the adjustable straps, so I can wear it crossbody style. I can wear it like a shoulder bag. Like, I just love this silhouette. I love that boxy silhouette. So if that's something you like, I definitely recommend the toaster. And then there's a circle bag. Now this one's going to be a little bit more trendy because circle bags are trending, but trendy as in, a few years, not as in a few minutes, because I really try never to recommend micro trends. I don't want us to wear something that's going to be out of style next week. So I love this circle bag. This is fun if you want an element of fun, or you want something a little bit different, or like me, you're a collector and just like to have a variety of shapes. This is so beautiful. Okay. Now you've got the crossbody bag checked, you have the classic handbag bag checked, box checked, and then you've got the leather tote box. Now we are gonna look at a belt bag. Now, don't turn off the channel, don't stop the video. I love belt bags. Everyone has been oohing and eyeing over all the sporty belt bags over the last couple of years, and one of the reasons is because you can truly be hands-free with a belt bag. So if you're going on a trip and you really just want to be hands-off with everything, a belt bag is the way to go. I really like, my favorite one from Portland Leather is the zip tight belt bag. I love how versatile this is. So it can be worn across your body like this. So that's a great security thing. It can be worn as a classic belt bag. It can be worn a variety of ways. I like to wear the belt bags across my body like this. I don't typically, unless I'm wearing a dress, then sometimes you can do a belt bag as a belt on a dress. These will loop through belt loops, so you can wear them with your jeans. That's a personal style decision and based on what you like, but they are hands-free. They are very, very versatile, and I highly recommend investing in a belt bag if you are the type of person who likes to travel and you want to be hands-free and you don't want to fuss with a bag on your shoulder. Okay, then last category of bag. Can you believe I'm talking about the last category of bag? I mean, like, we can keep going. We can keep going. Like I said, you can get an evening bag, or you can get, you know, a top handle bag. There are a lot of other options, obviously, but I'm going for what I think are really going to be some of your most used bags. And so that last one is going to be a work bag or a computer bag. Now, this can be your tote. You can use your tote if you're a minimalist. You can use your tote as your work bag. But if you really want a separate laptop bag or a computer bag, or you know, have a bag that you use daily for work and you want it to be different than your weekend tote, then this is a great option. So I really like their Hawthorne bag. This is like a classic satchel. It almost looks like a school, like an old school satchel bag. I love this style. And this can be great if you've got a smaller laptop, or if you use a notebook of some kind, or like an iPad or something. That can be a great work bag to kind of hold your files and hold your stuff in. Now, they also have the laptop backpack, which I think is fabulous. Then you can carry, like, this would be great for a college student. You can carry your laptop and your work stuff. That way you can, you know, take it on the weekend if you're going somewhere and doing work at a coffee shop, or depending on your lifestyle, if you're carrying your computer around a lot, the laptop backpack could be a great option. Now, if like me, you put your laptop in a tote, then the laptop sleeve could be great, because you could stick the laptop in there, put it in your tote bag, and be ready to go. Sometimes I do like to leave the house, like get claustrophobic. I leave the house and go work at a coffee shop somewhere. So I find this super useful. So that's it. My rant about bags. I love bags. I'm so thankful to Portland Leather Goods for working with me on today's video. I get asked a lot from you guys about bags, and about like which bags can I buy that are going to be good quality, good investment bags. And I, like I said, highly recommend these. And I use the word investment lightly here because they really are so affordable. But if you are the type of person who just wants that timeless leather bag, you don't care about designer logos or a designer brand, then I would highly recommend checking out Portland Leather. I do have a link that I'm going to share. It's going to be in the description box, and I popped it up a couple of times on this screen. But I'm very proud to be partnering with them and to support a U.S. company that is sustainable and affordable and ethical and also stylish. So love you guys. If you want to see more bags on the accessories that I think really are essential to rounding out your wardrobe, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you like it and want to see more like it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you back. I always have fun stuff going on in the description box. I have a Fashion Essentials Over 40 wardrobe guide. I have all sorts of fun stuff to check out down there. So don't forget to hit that more button at the title, so you can kind of open up the description box and see all the cool stuff down there. So love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.